Hello everyone, I think I'm finally online. I had some problems with YouTube Live, so that's why I'm a little bit late today. I don't know if you waited for me, but I hope you're well and I want to welcome you. Today we are going to look to some let me see if I can get myself a little bit bigger. I think this will do it. Yeah, I think this will do it. Anyway, I want to thank you to be here, and today we're going to look to some, also like last week, to some videos and have a small chat about watches. Just a small talk. I'm a little bit late and I have just around 30 minutes left. So a small talk. I think it will be nice to have a chat about like the advertising. Invicta has a lot of advertising. Let me put this one online. So Invicta has a lot of advertising. You can see here like the new videos about Shaq. They do also like with big celebrities like Shaq, and they have Jason Taylor, and also like they do a lot with Disney and Star Wars. So those things are like very popular. So like Star Wars, but also people like Jason Taylor and Shaq are really really big in especially in America. I think Shaq maybe also like outside America is also a thing, but Jason Taylor is only like inside America, a big guy, like an important celebrity. Can you hear me? So if there's a problem like with the mic, you can always tell me that in the chat. So I will now look like to we have now a small look and a chat about like the modern commercials. As you can see on their YouTube, Invicta is a watch group, just like you have like other watch groups, like the Louis Vuitton group and the Swatch group. So and there are like a lot of brands inside that group, and Invicta has like 4 brands. So they have the S. Koifman, the Glycine, Invicta, and Technomarine as brands within the Invicta watch group. So they do like advertising for all those brands, and also when they also participate in Base World, like some years ago, they were like with all the brands there present. But some weeks ago I just already talked about how Base World sucks. So it's not really, I think it's not a thing to be present there. You can spend your money better on other ways to like to advertise and to show your brand, especially if you're like the size of Invicta. So maybe if you're a very small brand, a micro brand, so just started, and maybe something like Base World is a big thing. But when you're like a very big brand like Invicta or Rolex or Omega, I think it's not needed. I had some problems with the stream, so every page is still loading again. I had to reset my PC, and also the program I use OBS for streaming. I had to restart it and do something with the setup. I think it's very cool. Also, like that with the guy with like that's climbing a mountain. They just edit it like inside pictures. If I'm right, they working Invicta, also America, is also working with with a company here in the Netherlands to make those pictures, and also to edit it. So let me see if I have the book here. Oh, it's there. One moment. So I'm back. The SEC magazine that Invicta makes like every 3 years, 2 years, with all the pictures and editings. If I'm right, that company they work with in the Netherlands design and make those book. So yeah, you can find it also like on the internet, so in a PDF. So yeah, I think I have also like a link to download it on my website. So yeah, you can have a look down in the description to go to my website, and I think it's under advertisements. So yeah, I think it's very nice. They talk about like the new collection and the new watches they bring out, and a lot of pictures, and I think it's very nice.
I am an airman. I am a warrior. I have answered my nation's call. I am an airman. My mission is to fly, fight, and win. I am faithful to a proud heritage, a tradition of honor, and a legacy of valor. I am an airman, guardian of freedom and justice, my nation's sword and shield, its sentry and avenger. I am an airman, wingman, leader, warrior. I will never leave an airman behind. I will never falter, and I will not fail. Glycine, be an airman.
I think it's very cool, like also this one, this video for Glycine. Invicta bought Glycine in 2015, or was it 2014? 2015, I think. and it's an amazing company. They exist like 100 years or more than 100 years, I think, and they make very classic watch, like pilot watches, and yeah. I don't have a glycine in my collection, but I think I just want one. But I just have a look because they are more expensive than like the normal Invicta watches, because they are always Swiss made, and they are just more, they are more expensive than the Invicta. They are put like more work in those watches, and yeah. But I think I like it also. But you can, if you like classic watches and especially pilots, I think Glycine is a very good brand. You have also like other brands that make like pilot watches, like Sin, and you have also like other brands. But I think Glycine is maybe one of the best you can have. This is Escoifman. I'm not really into this brand, so I cannot tell anything about it. But the thing I know about this one is that they are more like into the classical watches, like dressers. Um, the one thing I don't like about Escoifman is that they are nowadays they are mostly quartz watches, and I don't have a problem with quartz, but I like to have a choice between quartz and like mechanical watches. And as I told you everybody already a lot of times that I'm more a guy that like mechanical watches. So I would love to have an Escoifman, but their recent collections they only have like quartz watches. If I look online, and I think they look very pretty. So they are nice, and they look like well made, but I miss like mechanical hand winder and an automatic. It doesn't have to be an Swiss made. It's okay if it's Swiss made, but it's not necessary. Hey Atje, it's no problem that you're late. I was also today late because I had some problems with my computer. I have some problems with the stream. I just bought a new graphic card for my PC, so and I installed it this week, but I haven't tried to do it together with my streaming program. So it was giving errors, and it took me like 30 minutes to get the stream online. So, oh, you have also problems. Maybe after the stream I can help you out, because I'm a little bit handy with the PC. If you need any help, ask me. Let me go to the Technomarine. Oh, Technomarine is like was also an independent brand, but Invicta bought it also, and I think how can I describe those watches of Technomarine? I think it's a little bit like the modern Invictas. A lot of the models, like the Venom, etc. They are like a little bit, yeah, they are very modern. So, and are also colorful, like a lot of different colors. So, I think if I wanted, I think I don't want a Technomarine, because if I have like a cool Venom, why do I want a Technomarine? Yeah, they make different models, so they don't have like a Venom model in their collection, but they are like the same style. I'm not sure if they have the same size, but the style is similar. But that's my opinion. This video, I when I had a look on the web, on the YouTube page of Invicta, I just saw this video, but I didn't watch it. So this is the first time we're going to watch it.
Hi there.
Hi.
We're here for our meeting with AL.
I think you may be early for your meeting with Eyal to discuss your new collection.
Check the schedule. Jeez, man. Now we gotta do this my way.
Batman. Batman. That was like from the old Batman, you know? But also, Shaq is really a big guy.
Different diameters.
And color-wise?
And color will have 5 different colors.
Wonderful. Perfect.
Yes. Oh, here are the initial watch samples of the Shaq by Invicta collection. The final samples are safely secured in the one room.
Oh wow,
Beautiful.
they look amazing.
Amazing, right?
So powerful. Hello, welcome to Invicta. How may I assist you today?
This is so sketchy. If Shaq here is stealing his own watches and going inside the Invicta headquarters to steal his own watches, I think. And also that when at the elevator, nobody sees him there. How can you miss like Shaq? He's a very tall, big guy, and he's hiding, but.
Where is the one room?
Go down the hallway and make a left.
What's the slogan again?
I thought Invicta was invincible in detail.
Invincible and IID. Find the I. Find the I. I. D. Let's go get it.
Whoa! What happened to all the watches? Security! Security!
I really want to get one of those Shaq Invicta watches. I think it's really cool to have one. I'm very, they made like that. I think this the new Invicta Hercules. That's their very big one with big chains on the bezel. I really want to try one, and they made them like into also a Shaq edition. So I'm I'm really interested in one. So, but that video, I think it's too much for me. It's really too much. It's a little bit sketchy, I think. A little bit. That Shaq is also a very great guy. That he wants to make like such video with just like he's a criminal, and he's stealing his own watches from a secret chamber inside the Invicta headquarters. I think I spoken somebody from Invicta, and they really have like such a room, with a secret room where they're hiding their special Invictas, the special editions. But what do you think about Shaq and also their also like that watch? Let me see if I can find a close up of one of them in this video. Close up of the Invicta. Now. Like this one. This is the Invicta Hercules, so not the Shaq edition. But what do you think about this one? It's very expensive here. This is the V&D. It's a Dutch store. It's now only only online. In the past they had like everywhere. Okay, so you don't really like because they didn't change anything on the watch. Yes, but that may be the Jason Taylor. They do also sometimes like that. They just put like only the Jason Taylor logo on some of the watches. But they are not really different than normal, because you have also like the Pro Diver with Jason Taylor. Only you can only say that like they use a particular color scheme for those watches for Jason Taylor, most time black. I don't care about basketball. Okay, I think I like basketball, but I'm not. I don't want to buy like a watch special because I don't have anything with Shaq. Don't have anything with Jason Taylor. so that's why I don't have one yet. But also they are more expensive than the normal Invictas, and I think because you're paying also for their name, and they don't really, but that's my opinion. They don't really add something to the watches. Sometimes they do because you have like a little bit more baseball, football themed watches with Jason Taylor, and I think they will do also with basketball for Shaq. So that's really cool if you're into the basketball or the football, American football. I think it's great to have such watch, but yeah. If they if Invicta would have David Beckham, like that's a big soccer player. They would make like a soccer themed watch. You have a question? Ask me. Only if it's a Johan Cruyff watch. Yeah, they could do something like that, but the Johan Cruyff I think is not possible anymore. But there are a lot of soccer players, so they can, if they can get a celebrity big one, yeah. Normally you have to pay for shipping in Invicta stores Europe. Sometimes they do it for free, if I'm right. Maybe we can have a look on the Invicta store. But normally, I think it is free. But I'm not really sure. But that's in Europe. I think it's free only. Sometimes free. If you're up maybe up above 60 euro or so, or 50 euro, it's free if I'm right. But also within Europe, I think. Yes, it's they of course they got Shaq because he's very famous within America. I think outside of America he also a lot of people knows him, but he is mostly popular inside America. He's really a big guy there. I also wanted to watch this video, but maybe you have already seen it. This is like the Invicta. They did like a project. They sent one of the Invictas inside space, or almost. They sent it to the atmosphere. So they have like a short video, but they have also a longer video. I think around 20 minutes. Where you can see it slowly how it was in space and going down to Earth. So you can see here already. You can see like here's the sun and the space, and here's the Earth downstairs. And I think it's really cool. They just try such things. Also, this watch just survived this experiment. It just survived to send to space and back to the Earth. So that's very funny. because Invicta gets always like criticized that it's not good quality, and there are like quality problems, and just you can find on the internet, if you go into a lot of Facebook groups and forums, they always criticize like it's not good and the quality is bad, and you wear it like 2 years and it's broken already. But Invicta sells a lot of watches, and if I'm right, in Europe, they told me that they sell for thousands and thousands of watches every year. So yeah, they are not watches that are 10,000 euro each. So they have less quality than like a watch that is like 100 times more expensive. Yeah, that is just normal, because if you have like a watch for 100 euro, as example this one, I just bought it recently, this 1953, this one is 100. So if you compare it like to a watch that is 10,000, how? But for the money, I think it's very great. And this also, when you have like the reserve, the more expensive collections, I think you get a lot of watch for the price. So if you have to do it, if you compare it, do it right. People only like complain. But yeah. But I want to have also about the check. I really want one in the future. I really want it. I think I want like have that Hercules only to try it. I think it won't be a keeper. I don't have a lot of watches that I really want to keep. A lot of watches that I have, I bought, and I will sell them. I buy, I sell, I buy, I sell. And I think it's really nice to do that, because I have a flow in my collection. So I can try a lot. And now you sent me, actually you sent me one. So I will try it. Maybe it's a keeper. But I think it's a very nice watch. But maybe I will sell it within some months. But not because I don't like it, but maybe if I want to try something else. And I will always look. I always have a look. I will always look that it will go to a collector, so not like to somebody who will dump it. So that's always every time I sold my watches, I was looking for somebody who really wants this watch, not just somebody who is looking for a cheap watch and to dump it. Or to sell it again, but somebody who really wants that watch and would wear it, and yeah. It's finally at the airport. Oh, then it's almost here. So, or you mean in your country? Do you want to see this video? Or did you have already seen it? Oh, you've seen it. Yes, it's an older video. You can see it is from 2012. So yeah, it's from 8 years ago.
Bottom line is we're taking 36 watches, we're taking our top watch collections, and not only do we want to be the first watch company in the world to put our product out there in such a manner, but we actually want to expose our product to the incredible environments that these watches are going to be in just the naked atmosphere. So it's going to be a lot of exciting stuff coming out of it, and believe me, I'm excited to see all the footage more than any of you. So let's see what happens.
Went for a ride and got a little muddy.
Toya Boes says Olaf Mol wears Invicta watches, a Dutch F1 reporter. Yes, in Formula 1 racing, there are also some celebrities or that wear Invicta. So yeah, why not? They I post also sometimes like on my Instagram like pictures with people that are wearing like Invicta, celebrities. So yeah, there are celebrities that just prefer to wear like an Invicta, not because Invicta is just not only because it's looking very nice, but why. They also, I'm sure they also have like an expensive Omega, Rolex, or Hublot, or some other expensive brands. So there are a lot of people that have money for like expensive watches. Yeah, but they prefer sometimes to wear like an Invicta because they are less expensive, but they are looking nice. They are well made. If you have a problem with such watch, you buy a new one. So, because they are inexpensive, so they are not expensive. If you have a problem, you buy a new one. Yeah. So I know some people that have like a Rolex, but also bought like this 1953, and they are a little bit similar. But they prefer sometimes to wear this one, so the 1953, because it's inexpensive. So if they go outside, they don't have to worry that somebody will steal it or they will smash it to something that is broken. So some people, that's maybe why people want to wear an Invicta also. Yeah. It's really funny about about this one in space. I did like months ago. I did a video that I put a pro diver that I had inside of my fridge, and like for 1 or 2 days, and it's after it was frozen, it still still walks. So there was no problem with the movement. It was an automatic Pro Diver. It had no problems. But I put it online, and some people are criticizing me because why you want to put your watch inside the fridge, and Invicta is crap, and that was the response. But those guys, they wearing like more expensive watches like Rolex, Omega, etc. And I asked them why you don't show your expensive watch and do the same. Put it also in the fridge. I want to see if it's still fine after you have done that. But they didn't respond to my to my question. And also, Invicta sends like watches into space, and this after it's back here on Earth, it's still fine. But other brands, a lot of brands don't do such experiments. I like some brands that also do such things, like you have like the deep sea challenge, like Rolex they did make a big Rolex, and it was thousands of meters at the bottom of the ocean. No, not at the bottom, but really deep. So I think that's very nice. They did such thing. So that I think that I like that. But also like Omega, they are official partner for the NASA. So they also make their watches for the moon, for going to the moon and in space. I think that's also cool. Yeah, they are only two made of it, and they have like now also they also have like a sea dweller that is a little bit similar but not that big. I think the Invicta Hydromax is like comparable in size. But I'm not. I don't know how. I don't know how deep the Hydromax will go, because the Hydromax on the dial it's saying like 1,000 meters. But I really want to see that tested. So if Invicta is watching this video, if they want to test it like and make a video of it, how deep the Hydromax is going, that will really be amazing. So yeah. Yes, you can also find of that Rolex. You can find also a video on YouTube. I think it's nice that also other brands do such things like what Invicta is now doing, like to sending their watches into space. Sorry. But maybe about that Olaf Mol. Maybe in the coming weeks I can also have it. I can also check if I can find more people that are wearing like Invicta, because you have also like Arnold Schwarzenegger that also loves Invicta. He is a Russian diver, and if I'm right, some more pieces. But there are more people like that like to wear Invicta. So maybe I can do a video about that. But I think it's too much for now. And I have to look that up because I'm not sure who's also wearing an Invicta more. So yeah. If you have a question, you can ask me now, because I will end this stream like within some minutes. And I didn't check my Skype, but I told it already some time. If you want to also have like a chat on Skype, and if you want to have like a chat on Skype and show your watches, you can add me on Skype. Oh, where do I sell my watches? Sometimes I put them on eBay, but most time people like contact me in private, and they ask me like if I have if I sell that watch, and sometimes I'm thinking about it, yeah, and then I sell it, but most time on eBay. Yeah. But yes, eBay and in private, just people contact me and or people I know, and they are interested in it, and yeah, and I sell it to them. So everything is for sale, right? For the right price. That is what I'm saying always. But I'm not like I'm more a collector. I'm not like a salesman. So I'm not into the Invicta to make money. I'm just doing this for my as hobby. So I like Invictas, and I don't want to. Most times I don't really make profit out of it. I just get my money back, and I will look for another one. But you can also go to Marktplaats. Marktplaats is also just great if you when you just want to sell a watch. But you have to look out also on eBay, but also on other markets like Marktplaats. There are a lot of scammers there, Marktplaats. Especially when you're selling like watches, there are a lot of scammers. They just come to you and they will just have a fake app, like for paying for a banking app, a fake one, and they will just show you I've paid, but it's not on your account. So you're looking on your account. No, it's not on my account, the money. They will tell you, yes, tomorrow. But you will never get the money because they didn't pay with a real app. So only give them their watch. If you're selling, only give them that watch when they paid. So when it's on your account, never gave it away earlier. When you're buying on eBay, you have also a lot of scammers, but you are also a little bit protected. So if you're paying with eBay, always do it also with PayPal, because when you're paying with PayPal, you have also an extra protection. Because if you have a problem with the product or something, when you have a problem, you just can contact PayPal and PayPal will help you out. So when you're buying on eBay, always pay also with PayPal. And when you have like your credit cards, when you're paying with credit cards, you can also sometimes contact like the credit card company when you have a problem. I always pay cash and ask cash or no deal. Yeah. When you see people and he's come to pick up the watch, you can always tell that you want cash. So, or they pay before. So they paid like the day before, and it's already on your account, and they pick it up like the next day. But never give the watch away when it's not yet on your account. Yes, and if you know somebody from a forum and you know him, you can trust somebody then. If you just know somebody, so then it's no problem, of course. I don't know who is Gerry. Most time I think I have never bought an Invicta on Marktplaats. Oh yes, I bought one Invicta on Marktplaats one time, a Russian diver, but I already sold it. It was just like a Russian diver I want to try and to make some pictures. Yeah. And after that I sold it. Last week I did make... let me see what you're saying. Okay. See you next time, Atje. Thank you. Bought 2 sea hunters from Marktplaats. I never had a sea hunter before. I really want to try one. But I'm looking like for the one piece I really want. I'm really looking for that one piece. So I'm still looking because I really want have that feeling if I want when I want to, sometimes when I want to buy a watch, and it has to give me like a special feeling with it. But I also really want to have a sea hunter in the future. Bye bye, Atje. But I'm also going to leave the stream now within a minute. What do you thought about the video I uploaded? This week. It was about the chronograph I have. This one with the seagull movement. I got 90 centimeter wrists. It's good for big watches. Yeah, I got 21 centimeter wrist. So I have a very big wrist. I think for most watches it's just fine. I'm wearing now a 14 millimeter watch. It's just okay. Sometimes I think it's a little bit small. Because I have really big wrist. Yes, I have a really big wrist. But okay. I can really have like 15 millimeters easily. I can really have 50 centimeter easily, and also bigger. Because 21 centimeters is like huge. But you have 90 centimeters, just fine. Like for 50 centimeters, I meant 50 millimeters watches. Or also like 55. Form watches. I don't know what is a Form watches brand on AliExpress. I don't know that brand, but I don't really like AliExpress for watches, because those AliExpress watches are a little bit generic. They are really Chinese watches. There's nothing wrong with Chinese, but they are... I'm not sure how many they make of those pieces. You have like one of those 10,000 they make. Okay. They look like watches on AliExpress. I will put like an email downstairs in the description. Maybe you can also send me you can mail me maybe like some of those watches just as example. I really want to see them, because you're saying they look alike. Heel vindt Nederlands. Je kunt ook gewoon je kunt een linkje sturen naar die horloges van AliExpress, naar mijn e-mail. Dan kan ik ze ook even bekijken, want ik vind het wel interessant als ze dus erop lijken. Ik wil gewoon even zien hoe ze dan op Invicta's lijken, of hoe Invicta's op die horloges lijken. Dat vind ik gewoon interessant om te zien. For the coming weeks, I'm trying to do like the last weeks I tried to do one video in the 2 weeks, one a week, or one in 2 weeks. But I think I will do like I try to do like one video in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm also like writing a book about Invicta. Especially about the history of Invicta. So Invicta, this is like a magazine they make, but I'm really writing a book about Invicta. So about the history and the models they produced in the past, what movements they used in their watches. So I'm writing about it, and it will take a lot of time. So it's not like I'm doing that within some weeks. I think it will take months to finish it. And I already started with it, but it will take a lot of time. So that's why I cannot upload like that often. If I had like if I had some more time, if I was spending time on writing, I had more time to spend time on making videos. And sometimes I see also in my videos, sometimes it is a little bit rushed, because I have too less time to do the editing and making good videos, like when I'm recording it. I just recording it sometimes 1 time or 2 times and choosing between one of the two. But when you want to have good quality, you have to do sometimes like recording something like 5 times and choosing which one you prefer most. So because I don't have the time for that, I just yeah, you can see it also sometimes in my videos. It's not the best quality. But that is a project that I'm now working on. And there's also a secret project that I'm a little bit working on, but with Invicta. But I think I cannot tell more than that I'm working on a secret project with Invicta. And I keep it a little bit a secret. Maybe you hear more about it in the future. And that is everything I want to tell you for now. Also, if you want to do in the future also like a video with me, you can add me on Skype. You can find my Skype in the description. We can also have a private chat on Skype there about watches, and share our pictures and just have a chat in private. And yeah, so I wish everybody to be healthy and be well and don't get sick, and see you in the next one. So, see you in the next one. Bye bye.